Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the good old Gems of War. Wait, is the feed going through? Wait. I think it's the other computer just being laggy. But anyways, welcome to the Gems of War, Campaign 14, Week 1, Day 1. Of course, this is the first day of the version 6.9 update, or, as far as the full changes for the campaign and everything. And this is the last time we could pretty much say 6.9. Because after today, there's no reason to necessarily reference it directly, as, we'd kind of gone through everything at this point. But, of course, we do have the reworked campaign system, which we almost have done already. The 3 objectives was, I already claimed this, so I can't even see anymore, but it was, I believe, match a bunch of skulls, kill a bunch of purple enemies, and just kill anything. And, yeah, here's where we currently are after, like, 10 minutes plus the video recording. It's the only battles we've done, and we're pretty much already done, so that was super quick. But yeah, pretty much done there. Of course, still gives the same amount of stars. Rewards actually were unchanged. There's still the same rewards. I haven't actually bought in the pass yet. Probably should go do that later. But, there's not a single good reward until, like, the 4th day anyways. And even that's not necessarily good. I mean, the 4th week. It's just, unique. Unique and good, not the same thing. We're also only getting brown deeds, which of course, currently not as useful, but any deeds still better than no deeds. Mythic's kind of underwhelming as well. Nothing particularly special. It's very similar to a troop that already exists within the kingdom. It's just slightly better, but way higher mana cost. The Death Mark gem in general, it's very annoying. Not the worst gem we've ever had. It could definitely help you in some sketchy situations, if nothing else. Like, you can run high-level Underworld. You could run, one thing that we're going to be doing today, and we'll probably take a good majority to stream, is, well, you can't actually run the Death Mark for this because they actually have immune. But one thing that you, in theory, could use into the future is if we go over to Trials, of course, on most Trials, you can Death Mark them. However, this trial, you cannot. They have Impervious, Immune, Immune, and Immune. So, while this will be applicable in many future weeks, it is unfortunately not applicable right now. So we're going to have to go through all of these battles today without it. And I think we have like 7. Theoretically, we could just do 1 per day and make have it go out the entire week. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we actually have 8. But no, we'll try getting all 8 of them in today. We're not going to start with those yet, though. Though it feels weird because normally what I would do at the beginning of one of these streams is go over all the campaign tasks. And, well, there aren't any. They're all passive stuff now. So you just kind of get it done automatically, which feels kind of weird. Because I'm so used to doing that every Monday when we start up the stream. And it's like, oh, wait. There's no way to do that now. You can see it all on one single screen and don't ever need to change your team. I guess we can go complete it real quick. Based on the 2 objectives we need, one of the quicker ways to do this is just quick kill Cinemirage. Obviously, 2 main ways to do this is either Ironhawk, or if you don't have that, Rowan quick kill. Also, they better not nerf Ironhawk in a couple weeks. We got the Adana rework coming in, I believe, 2 weeks from now, as is the Adana event week, and it would make the most amount of sense for them to do the Adana rework on the Adana event week, unless they're delaying that too. But assuming they aren't, and it comes in on time, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens there. As long as they don't touch my Ironhawk, I'll be fine. I'll be perfectly happy with whatever happens. Hopefully they'll buff a few things here and there. Mechs definitely need it as a whole, because there isn't really a good 4x mech team, other than just doing like 50% mana start mech with double Tina and then like one other thing. It always has like a weird mix of humans and mechs, and they've never had a particularly good synergy. I hope they'll do some things that will actually make them work together a little bit better. Maybe buff up the effects that the humans have when paired with the mechs by a lot, compared to what they have now. So you can actually use like Tesla and a 3 mech team or something similar. Something that is currently not ever done, due to it just not being viable. Because it has potential, like Tina 9000, or like Mech Hero class, Tina 9000, Tesla, and like one other troop. Like, that could be a really good team if they, like, buffed mechs properly and had, like, that human-mech synergy. Which is what Adana's trying to go for. It just does it really badly. Which hopefully the rework will address to, some degree. We'll find out in a couple weeks from now. Anyways, hello everyone, by the way. Hello, let me start all the way from the top. Hello, Lodix there. Hope all's been well. Hello, Bill. Hello, Jason. Hello, Lester. Hello, Roman. Hello, Bill. Hello, Jason. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Vanessa, hello, too. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Gimli. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Insane Gamer. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, what are you guys thinking about the changes so far? How long did it take you guys to do the campaign thingy? Because I'm pretty sure most of you have finished it by now. If you've been playing for pretty much any amount of time today. Like, we barely even touched the game today, and we were already almost done. Because all I did was just do the things to record the video this morning. And I haven't had the chance to play it since. Actually, I've been out most of the day celebrating my mom's birthday. It's quite a bit of fun. Actually, I went out to one of the places that we went out to. And then a bunch of shopping and everything she did. But, like, to eat, I mean. One of the places that we ended up going to was Red Robin. I have not eaten at Red Robin for like 6 or 7 years now. And my last experience with it was kind of meh. You know, whatever I had just wasn't that good. And I see why. Because one combination of things I got there was insanely good, and then the other was the most meh thing I've ever eaten. So I see why my opinion of Red Robin all of these years was maybe a bit lower than it should have been. Because I got, what was it called? I think it was like a haystack burger. Because basically, I was looking at their menu beforehand online. And one thing that I noticed, with all the pricing and everything, is they had like this new, oh gosh, what do you even call it? They had like this fondue cheese dip thingy. And they had some burger with it. It was like almost 16 bucks. I was like, wait, why is that so much more? They have some burgers for like 8 bucks, 9 bucks. Their average one maybe like 13, 14 or so. Yet there's this other one that's like so much higher, and it looked even smaller than some of the other ones. So I was like looking at like every single ratio of how much beef and ingredients were on each thing. And I ended up concluding that, because they had a side of it for like only 2 bucks. The thing that was like bundled together for like 16 bucks. So I ended up just getting, I think it was called a haystack burger, whatever it's called. And I got that with 2 of the dips. And the dips were only like $2 each. So getting that was cheaper than buying the actual product that that dip was meant for. Which makes like no sense at all, but good thing I checked the menu beforehand. It came out to $2 cheaper with more everything. You got more sauce, you got more sandwich, you got more literally everything. And it was cheaper. Which, yeah, that was kind of weird. One other thing I got there, because I've been so hungry for it for a while, was a good chicken wrap. And by good chicken wrap, I mean I've been trying to find a good chicken wrap. The one I had there was not a good chicken wrap. I think it was like 15 bucks for like a very meh sandwich. I'd even finished the second half. Mostly because I ordered quite a bit of food. And they had endless fries and they just drank and everything, so I was kind of bloated by the end. But also, their raspberry tea is so good, by the way. I'm a real sucker for 2 things. Cheese dips and anything raspberry flavored. And they had those 2 things, so it was nice. But yeah, final verdict was checking their menu and trying to get the biggest deal worked out pretty successfully. And their chicken wrap thing is awful. You know, it was edible, but for the price, it was very average. Like, I'd rather just get all the ingredients myself and I could make like a slightly better one. And it'd be a lot fresher probably too. But overall, it was a great experience. It was a lot of fun. But I can't believe it's actually been that long since Red Robin. I'm pretty sure it was 7 years since I last went there. It's kind of funny because the last time I actually went to a Red Robin was with my mom. Which is very rare that that is the last time I've ever been to a place. But it actually is, because I think I ate it... Actually, it might have almost been a decade ago, now that I think about it. Because I think the last time I ate at a Red Robin was like when I was like 17. I can't remember why we went there the first time around. But, yeah, we did for some reason. And I'm pretty sure that's actually the last time I ate there. So it might actually been 11 years since I've last eaten at one. Well, it's because my last experience with one was awful. Whereas this experience was like half and half. Where you kind of need to know what's better on their menu before you go there. Which is hard to do when you're going to a place that you haven't been to in a absurdly long time. Oh wait, are the offers still broken? Hold up. Maybe I don't do all the tiers today. As much as I want to go do all the tiers, in case they fix it later this week, I actually deliberately want to not do the Starry Pets then. As much as it will pain me to do so. But I might have to put it off till this Friday or Saturday. And the only reason why is if the Starry Pets are still broken, they're probably not going to have an immediate fix. Like, they're probably going to have a fix for it potentially this week. But the fix for the fix is probably not going to be out this week, if that makes any sense. Like, what I mean by that is I'm pretty sure they're going to fix the Starry Pet situation. But they are not going to fix the pet situation for everyone who didn't get the pets because of the broken pet situation. I'm calling it now. That's exactly what's going to happen. And for that reason, I'm going to stop right before the Starry Pet battle. And then do it this weekend. Because it'll be a lot more... it's a lot more likely that they'll fix it by this weekend, but not retroactively fix it for everyone who did the Starry Pets, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to deliberately not do it until later then. I'll still do a few of the battles just for fun, just to get up to that point. But we will stop right before the first Starry fight, just to see if they will fix it by this weekend. If they don't by like Saturday, then we'll just do them then or something. And if they do fix it, then we can go get the starter pets maxed without having to deal with any of the support or anything we might have to do to try to contact them to be like, hey, we didn't get our starry pet. Where's our starry pet? Because that's going to be a headache in itself, so we're just going to wait and see what happens. Oh, you're doing the same thing, Terry? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we will be doing the same. It's not too big a deal if you do miss out on it. Plus, I'm pretty sure they will eventually retroactively fix it. But I feel like that fix won't happen until like several days later compared to the other fix. So just to play it safe, I'm going to stop right before the starry pet. That is the game plan. Though if you did go further, it's not that big a deal. Like, they have to fix it for everyone at some point. I just feel like it'll be quicker if you don't do it immediately, and then wait to do it after the fix. That is assumably, hopefully, hitting by this Friday. Because normally any kind of bugs or anything related to a patch, it's normally fixed within the first week. They're generally actually pretty good about that. Long-time bugs that have been out in the game for like 5 years plus, they'll never get fixed. But like a major bug in a patch that just came out, they generally get that done in like a week or so, normally. But all the fundamental bugs that have been in the game for 5+ years, no, those are never getting fixed. It could be reported to them every week and they won't fix it. This is the second week? Wait, is it? Isn't it technically the first? Wasn't 6.9 patch last Tuesday? Right. So that would have been 6 days ago. So to a degree, yes. By this Friday, it would technically have been the second week. But it still technically hasn't been a week yet. Tomorrow will be the week point. Unless it was the other week and I'm going crazy, but I'm pretty sure it was last Tuesday, right? So tomorrow is the exact 1 week point. It's about to go on to 2 weeks. But that's an issue they might not have necessarily known initially, though. But then again, they would have known that by the date of the thing. So yeah, it actually would be going on to 2 weeks soon. Depending on how you look at it. By this Wednesday, it would technically be going on to 2 weeks. Though technically 8 days in. That one, pet card, is supposedly fixed. Which one? The one from before? Or the new one now? I'm still going to play it safe and not go for the starry pet quite yet. Until we 100% confirm everything's in order. I'll check the forum every single day and just double check on it. I didn't before this stream, so I'm not sure if it actually did get fixed within that time. Oh, the one with the missing R! Oh, nice! That's the one you're referring to. Yeah, that one has had missing art for like a month now. I'm not sure what happened with that guy. Also, what am I doing? Why am I... Oh, yeah, I was doing the objectives. I was like, wait, why am I dust devil killing? Remember these objectives that normally take us like 30 minutes? Well, they're done. We are 10 minutes in. Plus, we probably already finished it ages ago, and I'm just like mindlessly clicking on them. Oh, we just got a achievement. Wait, what achievement was that? I don't remember what that was. I guess finish all gold objectives? Because that wasn't all objectives. Let me double check. The Midas Touch. Complete all missions in a gold campaign task. Oh, that's exactly what it was. Alright, well, that's super easy. Pretty sure everyone who has played today has done that so far. Or will very soon. So what are the other two achievements? One of them already did, apparently. What was it? Oh, yeah, complete 5 epic trials. Yeah, we did that earlier. We did that last week. Though, oddly enough, more people have already done the Midas Touch one that we just did right now than the 5 epic tier troop thingy trial. So I guess those are kind of hard for some people, which makes sense. If you have lower stats, these are actually absurdly high stats. Plus, they were level 500 for some amount of time last week. The only thing we haven't done is destroy 20 booty gems. I called this earlier, and based on the wording on the forum, which seems to be exactly the case, booty gems are not coming for another 11 weeks. So we gotta wait quite a while, unless we can find a way to get the booty storm going. But if anyone knows how to start the booty storm, then we could get it. But I don't think anyone has found booty storm technology, since Random Storm, I'm pretty sure, does not call it. Has anyone actually checked? Because I'm pretty sure it can't call it. However, I haven't actually tried to get a booty storm from, like, spamming Random Storm, like, 50+ times. I'm pretty sure someone has tried it by now. But I'm pretty sure it's not. Most of the power gems have not been getting a storm. Some of them have, but a good majority of them do not have a storm corresponding to them. So they don't end up coming through the Random Storm mechanic. Also, wow, we have a lot of tasks I didn't claim earlier. I already claimed a bunch earlier, but apparently our guild put a bunch more in. Fortunately, no mythic in there. Anyways, so, in other news, well, that's already done. The thing that would normally take the whole first half of the stream is already completed. I guess we'll mess with the trial some, since that's the other main thing with 6.9. So, of course, the main trials we have today are that of Khetar. So let's go do a couple of battles. I am going to refrain from doing the story fights for the aforementioned reason from earlier, just in case they end up fixing it by this weekend, which they might. You never know. We're just kind of holding out on them doing so. And because of that, we're only going to go up to the battle right before the story battle. So these will be quite a bit easier, of course, since the story battles are the main annoying ones. Let's see. Also, I'm taking, like, random gems from the board right now. Though in all fairness, the board pretty much is just a set of random gems right now. Okay, he's going for the shuffle. Gets a little bit of value there. Not much. He got another shuffle out of it. But he also gives us that, which is nice. Alright, so the first thing you want to do in this fight is get rid of the first slot, especially if you're running first slot Bone Dragon. It's really important to get rid of him, as he's the only thing on the team with immune to freeze, which you really don't want getting in the way of your Bone Dragon. We got a Def Gem there, which is not ideal, actually. We'll take that. We did not get the 3, but we got a 5 times instead, which I guess works out. I could try this vertically. It's not really worth it, though. I think we just go for a guarantee skull, but take it in a way where he can't take any skull. Since we converted away all the greens earlier, we actually don't have it anywhere on this board. Also, we cannot use the Doom Gems to our own advantage. Luckily, I don't think the enemy can either, because we have immune on everything. It's kind of funny that the first week we get these Doom Skull things. Every single thing in the trial battle is actually immune to Death Mark. Not only is all 4 of our troops immune, but so is all 4 of the enemy troops. So it's like the mechanic doesn't even exist in this fight. Which seems like a weird way of doing it, like as far as the first mission on the week. I'm not sure if they intended for that to be the case or what, but it just seems kind of weird. Because the week that they end up bringing you this in has absolutely no effect on the current trial at all. Nor it doesn't hinder you, nor does it help you at all in any way, shape, or form. It literally is just a gem on the board that does nothing in this particular situation right now. Alright, we do actually have kill range, actually exact kill range, quite convenient. Unfortunately, did miss there, and he gets a summon, very unfortunate. We do have alignment, so we are going to go for that. And, hey, there's our little white. He doesn't have a particularly good summon rate. It actually works exactly like, what's his name? Arachnin Weaver. However, it's generally not used compared to Arachnin Weaver for 2 reasons. One is it's a 50% chance instead of a 75% chance. It also only summons a white, which is a pretty dated troop. Like, absurdly dated. Like, so dated, its gem spawn was, like, slightly tweaked way back when. I think it used to be, like, a 3 gem spawn, and it was buffed to a 5 way back when. And his ability has basically not been changed like at all since then. Actually, that's not true. He actually got the ability to gain souls. Back in the day, he did not gain any souls, but now he gains souls based on his magic, which in the current state of the game is basically max souls per cast. As we'll do as soon as we hit the button there. As you can see, boom, max souls. And let's throw down a keeper, and we're good to go. Boom. Oh, that's not enough damage. Well, this is. Boom. As hello, Chad. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Barbara. Hello, John. Also, I got like a weird cough today too. Hopefully I didn't catch COVID while I was out today, though. I highly doubt it. Probably just some sick people out there today. That's the only problem. Because I don't get out too often. And when I do, it's like, oh no, everyone around me is sick. There's one nice benefit of generally being cooped up in the house a lot. Is you don't have to be around anyone who's ever sick at a given moment in time. Unless one of your household members are sick. So you get to avoid illness a lot more regularly. But then when you're actually out there, you're so much more susceptible to it. Since you didn't build up like any immunity along that time. Because the only time I really go out these days is like for like a small walk. And you know, normally there's like no one around. Or if they are, they're like a very far distance. That could barely do anything. Plus being outside just gets the circulation a lot better. Compared to being like inside a building. What do we even need here? I can't get a skull from Sky, because we just take it that way. Because we can have a higher chance to get mana, which we got quite a bit right there. I'll take that one over. Poke, 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 poke. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we also ended up getting a whole thing of Krispy Kremes. Because she wanted some. I actually haven't eaten a single one yet. I've actually been trying to stay away from donuts for the most part. I've been doing pretty good at it so far. And I haven't ate any of them from the stash yet. I might just let her have them all. She said I could have some, but I don't know, I might just let her have all of them. Well, she might complain that I didn't eat any and she's getting fat from them. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know, I might go for a few, we'll see. They're so good, though. They are very tempting. Because I think she picked up Boston Cream and those jelly-filled ones. Like, those ones that have, like, the glaze on them, but has, like, the jelly fill in the middle. They're pretty good. Actually, they're probably my favorite one from Krispy Kremes. As far as, like, any option they have. They've been getting really dainty with how much they fill them, though. I remember the last time I ended up going to one. Like, they're starting to get to, like, Dunkin' Donut levels of skimpy. Where it's, like, one little dot inside. Maybe not literally that little, but, you know. Way littler than it used to be. Alright, okay, we'll do one more battle. Because I'm still not sure what the current state of Star Condition is. And just in case that's not fixed yet, which from what I could tell from what Tyrion said isn't fixed yet, we're going to hold off on the Star battles for now. Though we do plan to still do them this week. But we are going to delay them until hopefully they fix it by this weekend. Or in the next few days. As it'll be a lot better just to wait till then to try to deal with support or whatever compensation they're doing or however on earth they're fixing that system. Just wait till it's fully fixed so we don't have to go through the whole middleman part of it. Alright, we do not have a Cascaded Skull, so let's take the skull right there so he can't take one, so we can then take another. Unfortunately, this is starting to reach the point where our skull damage is substantially worse than the enemy skull damage. We are starting to get closer and closer to the point where Carrion Crow might be a better first slot. I don't quite want to use it there yet. Also, did I just give him that, or was that already just sitting there and I didn't even take it? Luckily, him casting Azurus does nothing. The AI is generally pretty bad at casting Azurus more often than not. So it's normally not that intimidating of a option. He's going to hit us with a lot of skulls, however, he's not immune to freeze. So he does lose his turn. Unfortunately, he also killed us. So he did have enough damage there. Let's take a skull. We need one more skull into a poke. Ideally, we would have gotten in that order. I guess we still could. But I can't take that yellow, otherwise he gets a skull. So you know what? We're actually going to have to waste it and go for this right here. If you really want to, you can keep spamming Corian on their Keeper of Souls. Keeper of Souls is by far the biggest threat on the opposing team. I mentioned that earlier as a potential strategy. The opening for it just hasn't really popped up yet. Well, it's because of how much damage we actually need to apply for it to end up ultimately working. But once we get the white, it becomes a lot easier because now we have two things that could poke them instead of one. Rather than having to depend only on that singular unit. Now we have two ways of hitting it, so you know what? Let's actually start doing it now. So we can just poke him, and just keep poking him. And ideally kill it before he keeps resummoning. Because that's probably going to be a big issue once you get a little bit later. Because this guy's really tanky. He's not particularly well known for it, but he did get a barrier option like 4, 5, 6 years back. They ended up adding it to him to make him a little bit better. And in doing so, yeah, he's going to be kind of annoying to get rid of. So one strategy that we could actually end up doing here is killing from behind and just kill the thing behind it and go from there. Because I've seen some teams mentioning like using Corian in first slot, and I personally don't feel like you should for the most part. Just because it's a super high range, you're going to want to target down the thing because this guy's going to be too much of a wall, I feel, in a lot of situations. I don't know, I guess you could still try rushing him down if you really want to. But he's going to increasingly become more and more of a wall as we go forward. Of course, Keeper of Souls will too. But I feel like Keeper of Souls is going to be a lot more of a threat and just deal with this guy last in most situations. How do I want to do this? I'm trying to take this in a way where he will not get a skull. I can take it this way. We don't get any value from it, but nor does he. Oh, unless he gets a lucky Cascaded Skull from Sky. Very unfortunate. We're in another situation where I can't really get any value from this turn. He didn't really give me any either. But I can take that purple, I guess. I'm trying to get Keeper of Souls to do a summon here. But to do that, we actually need to get a kill, which means it's going to be a weird order because I can't. Because we didn't get the kill earlier. Which is a weird circumstance at this point. Because we're in a weird stalemate where he's just going to keep barriering over and over and over and over again. But yeah, these trials, like this is the biggest issue with the trials, I would say overall. Is the durability. Is just so high. Just so absurdly high on some of these fights. And we're not even at the annoying part yet. This is the easy part. Let's see. And we can't do the cheese deathmark strategy. There's so many things you could do that for this week and the next 10 weeks going forward, or technically 9 weeks, depending on how you look at it. But this one particular fight, or, you know, these series of fights, you can't. Because they all have immune to this deathmark mechanic. So you can't even cheese it with the new deathmark mechanic that came out today. Unfortunately. Alright, we can get a really huge Keeper of Souls here. Actually, oh, we don't have alignment on green? Okay, let me take brown first. I really don't want to deny my own color, but it's also denying him, so it kind of works. So we're going to do that, so we can then do this. Also nice, I had 69. I kind of ruined it. Okay. Then we take the red. Then we take a skull. He does not have kill range. Okay, you know what? Maybe it is worth taking this out, at least at this earlier range. I feel like at the super light range, you might want to take it out from the back. My biggest concern, he's just going to keep getting bulky and bulky over and over again. Which he's been doing this entire time, pretty much. I don't know, I need to start from the top and just get a luckier rush at the beginning. It's probably going to be our best bet for these fights. We have an alignment thing again. Or, well, the ability. We don't actually have alignment. We have the ability, not the alignment of the ability, though. Also, why did I take that? Wasn't the skull just sitting there? Yeah, I think we lose now. With that white summon. Gosh, we can't even get past the last one before the Starry fight. I still kind of want to run it in this order. I still have confidence in the Korean. Very low confidence, but confidence enough. Because I kind of want to sacrifice our Bone Dragon, ideally get a white summon, and then with the white utilize that to try to win. Because I feel like that will be one of our best strategies, is actually deliberately let our first slot die, get a white in that position, and then win from there. I feel like out of anything I would want to kill out, it's actually Bone Dragon, oddly enough. Even though Bone Dragon's one of the stronger things on this team. I'd say the strongest definitely Keeper of Souls, of course. But Bone Dragon's definitely the second strongest. But it doesn't mean he's the second highest priority to keep alive, because the biggest issue is Bone Dragon and Keeper of Souls share the same mana. And since Keeper of Souls is technically slightly better than Bone Dragon, it is actually beneficial to just sack the Bone Dragon and just try to use him for his freeze, which the first troop does have immune to the freeze. But if you just deal with it quick enough, it's not too big a deal. Ideally, we would have alignment right now. And he's not giving it to us. I'm going to have to pass my turn and just hope we get lucky. Let's see. He shuffled the board that just got shuffled, which is kind of funny. He basically just double shuffled himself. And he didn't like either of the two boards. Because for double shuffle, he actually got like no value right there. He got surprisingly no value for a double shuffle. Yeah, we'll take that over. We'll take that over. Okay, this is a way stronger start than before. But yeah, that's one other thing you're just going to have to do with these battles. Is kind of restart spam until you get like a good roll. It's going to be required a lot of times. And this battle cycle is definitely a pretty good roll. Way better than the first one, that's for sure. What do we need here? I get Bone Dragon the other one if I really wanted to. I have the green convert thingy too, but we'll take that for now. Oh, we didn't land extra turn, but luckily, hey, Bone Dragon freeze mechanic. That's why you keep it in first slot. If we didn't, he would have gotten like triple skull right there. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Do we have green alignment? Yeah, we do. Nice, nice. We'll take that over. Grab, I kind of want to take this vertically and try for the blue. Or not try, but guarantee get it. I want to try for the cascade of the blue is more so what we're going for. Oh, no, it doesn't really give us anything, though, ultimately. Oh, so hello, Draco. Hello, Hollywood. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Supernova. Have the achievements been updated on Xbox? I have no clue. I know it does on PC Mobile. Not sure about every other platform. Oh, yeah, he does double damage against undead. That was why he was hitting us so hard earlier. That's true. Oh, gosh. That thing is, like, honestly, he might be a bigger threat than Keeper of Souls. He has, like, infinite durability and 2x scroll damage. At least he's frozen, so he can't do too much at the moment. I don't want to take this. I think I still want to take it this way. Oh, he does get a little bit of blue value there. Oh, but he's frozen! So he messed up. Oh, good job, AI. Oh, I actually want to take this in a way that leaves 2 Skull Piers on the board. You normally wouldn't want to do this. But since he can't take both, we're actually going to do this. Oh, he gets a lot of purple there, though. And then he's going to waste his turn. And then, oh, that didn't quite work out. Because I was hoping he would take a skull, then we take a skull, and, you know, you just kind of go back and forth. He's going to get a Keeper of Souls here. He is frozen, so he's going to lose his turn. I hope he goes for that first, otherwise we won't have enough damage to kill him. Oh, good, he got skull distracted. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, it's not enough damage, though. And he gained his durability. That's awful. We will be able to kill him soon, though. I think we go for Apophysis mana. Hope we have green alignment, and then win from there. We do not have green alignment. Is this still worth going for? No. Am I going to waste an entire turn? No. Actually. Oh, I can't. I have to go for... yeah, I have to go for Skull. That's an unfortunate death there. Do we have enough damage? You do double to undead, right? So this is kill. And we got the white. Perfect. Though we just gave him a white. It's not perfect. That's funny. Our white just transferred from... our white left us. It died and went to his team. It's a traitor. He's moved over to the other team. Let's see. That's kind of funny. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Because very rarely are you ever doing a Keeper of Soul versus Keeper of Soul battle. Maybe way back in the day. But you didn't used to have this trait back in that day. When Keeper of Souls was actually like the meta. He's still good in the current state of game. It's just there's other options that are way better. Most notably Zul'Goth, but you know, plenty of other skull spammers these days. Back in the day, he was one of the only few options you had. And he also didn't have the white summon back then. He actually had a completely different trait, if I'm not mistaken. Even when traits first came out, I don't believe he had the white summon trait. He had something else, and then eventually he got the white summon trait at a later point. Oh, so we could still lose this fight. He has enough durability that this still loses. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're waiting on the epic trials until they fix them. I did an explanation of it earlier, but it's mostly because it's more likely that they'll fix it by this weekend than compensate everyone who already did them before this weekend. So because of that, I'm waiting on it. Because the compensation for the issue will probably be later than the actual fix of the issue. So I'm waiting on doing them just because we'll be able to get it earlier, most likely. Through that logic. We can still lose this, which is kind of sad because we're actually winning. We'll take that over. Alright, can we instantly win right here? I would sure hope the answer is yes. But it sure doesn't look like it. I'm gonna have to do a really weird move. I believe this brings us out of kill range. What's 56 plus 67? Math. It is 124. That's enough to live. So what I'm actually going to do here is deliberately let him skull poke us. Because he can't kill me with one skull. And then we go and kill him with like a blue or something. Or purple or anything. Purple's a lot of damage. I'm just going to go for it. And he'll hit us. And then we hit him. Oh, if he actually turned there, we actually would have lost. But there we go. Hey, there's our white. He has returned! He betrayed us, but then came back all the way at the end after he saw we were going to win. That's kind of funny. But anyways. The old switcheroo right there. We summon a white. It leaves to the other team, and then it came back when we won. There we go. The whole white lore. But there we go. Okay, so we're done for it for now. Obviously, just the 5 epic battles, but we are going to be holding off until they fix the gem mechanic on it, which will be fixed who knows when? Hopefully in the next few days. But whenever that is fixed, we'll do those battles. So could be tomorrow, could be this Saturday, could be a month or 2 from now. Who knows? No, they'll hopefully fix it this week. But since it's currently not fixed, we will ignore its existence for now. No, we will be doing more of them. Don't worry, we're still going to do them. I am just going to put them off just for a little bit until they fix the situation. Because they're likely going to fix it in the next few days. Oh! Top 3! Alright, let's not misclick this. This is our first perfect since we got our third, what's it called? What do you call it? Third Diamantina. Oh, so we're still trying for a 4th. We haven't done that yet. I'm not buying any gems or any diamonds or Dragonite, I mean. But yeah, we're trying to get it passively. And this is our first perfect since then. Also, let's go hand out a code for that too. We'll hand out 2 codes. One for that and one a little bit later. Yeah, I don't see a top 3 every day. It started with us just doing it just to see how long it would take for us to get a top 3. And now I just keep doing it because why not? Also, why do you have so much damage all of a sudden? Does he have like double against blues or whatever we were using? Because gosh, that seemed like a lot of damage out of nowhere. We don't even have that 20% reduction thingy either. Or 25%, whatever it was. You want to see Crisp rage soon? Oh, has Crisp done the battles as well? I haven't actually seen anyone else do the battles, like the logic they use. Like, I haven't watched... Like, I've seen some people's teams being suggested. Here and through Discord and a few other locations. But I haven't actually seen someone do a battle yet. Like, you know, live on stream or in a video thingy. Because I'll need to go check, because I haven't actually seen someone else do it. Because I've heard most people find it awful. But I've never actually seen someone actually do it yet. I've only done it myself. Oh, he's on right now doing it? Oh, that's kind of funny. We'll go stream snipe him. No. Let's see. Is he actually, like, literally right now doing the battles? Which one is he on right now? I assume he's on, like, the second to last one. And got, like, walled off by the tank. If I had to guess where he's currently at. Let's see. We'll take that one over. Oh, hello, Kate Coley. Welcome, welcome. You just mentioned managed to beat the first epic trial in Khetar through sheer luck. Nice. Speaking about sheer luck, let's go hand out a code. We got the 120 Dragonite. He's on the final battle. Ooh. Let's see. It's almost where I said. Is he walled off by the second to last troop? Like, how many attempts is he on it currently? But here you go. Here's the first code of 2. Enjoy. If I can get it there in a second. The other computer's being a little laggy right now. Loading, loading, loading. Honestly, my entire connection's been really slow today. Not sure why. Though I haven't reset it, so maybe I should just go reset it after the stream. Turn it off for the entire night and let it rest. Because I leave it on some nights, just because it's annoying to shut off with where I have it currently set up. Ah, there we go. 120 Dragonite. Since we don't buy them anymore. On the only few instances where we get a huge burst of them. Alright, so we do have blue deeds. I do need blue deeds, so let's go get blue deeds. Actually, I don't need blue deeds at super high priority, but we do need them, so let's go get them. Next we'll do Rowain quick kill. Thank you, Tyrion, for posting the link. Greatly appreciated. Let's go get all of our blue deeds. Oh, so I'm considering just getting the standard pass this time around for the campaign. Because this campaign cycle, because of where the weapon is and everything else, there's almost no value to getting the super extended this time. I think the only thing we get early is the mythic. Well, technically tarot card, but you know, tarot card's almost never useful. Except that one time. Good old Empress. But it's another one of those situations where you get almost like nothing early. And I don't really foresee that mythic being particularly good. It's basically just like a rare that's already in the game. Or ultra rare, whatever it was. Except it does true damage instead of physical, and it has a follow-up when it does. I don't know, we'll see. We're definitely at least getting the tiers, of course, like we always do. Alright, we'll get the Rowain in there. And we got some curse runes. Something I haven't really been utilizing lately. I've mostly been hoarding them in case they ever add more things to use curse runes on. Not sure if they ever will, but you know, just in case. Because the value that you get for dumping them on something is not particularly high. So I'd rather just save it and wait. Technically, the value of them technically went up recently too, because the value of using them on orbs since last December is actually slightly better. Because orbs were already one of the better things to convert them into for all your excess at the end. And then orbs got buffed even more last December, a couple months ago. So that ended up improving them ultimately. Also, wait, is this the 100 gem one? Was this the legendary one? I wasn't even paying attention. That's kind of cool. I thought this was the epic one. The legendary one's nice because it's 100 gems. Which obviously adds up nicely to the stack. Every little bit like that makes a huge difference. It might not seem like much in the whole scheme of like tens of thousands of gems, but you know. Every little bit like that, just moving it upwards. But yeah, it was 100 gems. Nice. We did get a legendary one today. That's always great to see. Also, one thing I didn't figure out, because I was didn't really realize it during the video. Because I was trying to figure it out and then didn't. Did anyone figure out how to spend gems to skip a task? Because I was trying to for the video for like 10-20 seconds. Because I didn't preemptively. Because I thought it'd be pretty simple of just clicking. And for whatever reason, I could not get into the menu that would let me spend gems. Not that I would have, I just wanted to show the menu. But I was like trying to click onto it earlier and it wouldn't let me. Obviously right now it won't because we already finished them all. But earlier it wasn't letting me either. So I'm not sure how you actually spend gems to skip the tiers. It's not worth doing. They have rescaled it since then, but it's still not worth doing. However, yeah, I couldn't figure out how to do it. All this interface looks so weird compared to before. I like the previous interface. Like this change right here, I honestly like. Like, this is kind of cool. I hate that you don't get to do as much diversity, but it just streamlines everything so much better and makes it quicker. And honestly, any event that is made quicker to do is generally a good thing, rather than a bad thing, normally. Like, it's one of the reasons why Dungeon is honestly one of the better modes in the game, because it's just so quick. It's just so absurdly quick. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I already claimed the perfect. Let me see if I can find the thingy. Hey, that's why you click on them. So, if you ever get a perfect, make sure to click on all your other rooms. There's two reasons for this. One is if you're not at floor 20 yet, you can get to floor 20. But the other reason is because you can actually get the treasure. So we just got, what, 20 sapphires? I'm not sure why it says 10. Didn't we just get 20? But, you can end up getting a drop of jewels or diamonds if it's, Sunday. So even if you got a perfect, after you complete your perfect and claim your Dragonite for it, make sure to click the other rooms as well. Make sure you have claimed your Dragonite first, though, before you do that. Otherwise, you'll lose your Dragonite. But after you've done your perfect, you generally want to click the other rooms in case you find something like this. It just gives you slightly more loot. Though 100% make sure you've claimed your perfect completion before you do that. Otherwise, you will lose your perfect completion. Even if you click the 3 rooms and then click the others, you'll still lose your loot. So make sure to claim your loot first and then click on the other things. I guess you can just get a little bit of extra loot that way. But if you do it incorrectly, you'll lose your Dragonite, so do be careful. Anyways, what am I doing now? Okay, so we finished that, Oh yeah, we got a world event, don't we? I haven't even touched this yet. Alright, let's go do it. It's pretty straightforward. Just don't take Revenant. It's very, very straightforward this time around. I was claiming these so we have a little bit more tiers. Grab to like tier 3, and let's go get this event done. We'll use every last sigil we have, and then we'll probably hand out a second code. So we'll take this, we'll take that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, put that in there, boom, boom, boom. No, you can't re-roll. What I was looking to try to do was spend gems to skip the tier, because that's still a feature they have. They literally mentioned in the patch notes the reworked costs. But yeah, you can no longer re-roll, but you can spend gems to skip the tier. Which I don't advise doing, but I was trying to find the button for it earlier and I couldn't find it. Is this the event team I want? No, this is the low-level event team. No, I guess we could use it if we really wanted to. But I believe the higher level one was a little bit better. Not that one. This one. Oh yeah, it was a Venoxia Infinite Loop with double Empower. Yeah, that's fine. Let's roll with that. I haven't been the biggest fan of Venoxia in recent times, but definitely worth using here. It's just double gem spawns in general I've definitely gotten less inclined to use over time. Oh, I didn't do the second upgrade yet. I should probably go do that. I could do that right now before I forget. Oh wait, no. Wait, that is the second upgrade. Never mind. Alright, we're fine. Because we already bought the tiers. Wait, there's an achievement for a reroll that they didn't tweak? I thought they tweaked all the achievements so that they would work. I didn't read over all the patch notes that explain that because I'm pretty sure I just assumed it'd be pretty self-explanatory. However, did they forget to rework one? Because based on the patch notes, it seems like they reworked them all to be something that's actually doable under the new system, but did they forget to do one? Because that'd be kind of funny if so. I just assumed it covered all of them. I didn't actually bother reading through them all. But it's kind of funny if they didn't do a tweak to the reroll one. Well, they'll do a fix for that at some point soon. Like everything that's been broken this patch, give it a week or two. It'll probably maybe be fixed. Gosh, Venoxia does so much damage when it has that much extra damage. Because not only are we hitting for full true damage, but we're also... Okay, that's the room you don't want to take. That room right there, the Revenant. Take every room that isn't Revenant. But yeah, for every bug they fix, they must add 3 more. That's how game development works. It is required. You're not allowed to do any patch without adding a equal or greater equivalence of bugs of how many was fixed. You must always add to the number. Never subtract. And if you subtract, you must add more than what you subtracted. Yeah, they'll fix it soon, TM. Give them a couple months. They'll do it eventually. Because honestly, that's one they'll probably slack on a little bit. Like, I feel like the one related to the new system will be fixed pretty quickly. But I feel like the reroll one could go like 11 weeks before they fix it. Like, it would be next campaign. And I'm pretty sure they will, like, just fix it before then. Like, it's gonna be Tower of Doom week in 9 weeks from now, and that will be when they finally fix that one. So I'm pretty sure they'll fix something like the, gosh, what's the other one called? They'll fix the issue with the trials guaranteed by this Friday. Or by this Saturday. Like, by this weekend, pretty much. But something like that reroll achievement, they're not fixing that until, like, 2 months from now. Like, it'll be around next patch time. It will probably be when they fix that. I'm calling it now. Oh, so I just realized, just ignoring Revenant actually technically doesn't give you max points for this event. Because it seems to be re-rolling more than just that one fight. So you actually technically need to know what all the values are. I really don't care what that is, though, so I'm just going to ignore them. I'm just taking rarity order, and whatever works, works. I assume Boat or Skull is worth more, I'm actually not sure which. But I can't be bothered to focus on that many numbers. So I'm just going to take whatever the highest rarity one is, and it's good enough. Yeah, it is technically slightly better loot to know the exact difference between every single fight. As it does seem to like it keeps shuffling it like every battle or 2 battles or so. Instead of just giving you like a billion Revenants and just clicking whatever isn't Revenant. Because sometimes it's set up like that, sometimes it isn't. This is one of those times where unfortunately it is not. Oh, so hello, Koos YouTube. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. That's the same Avery roll and gosh, now I got that song stuck in my head. Try to catch me riding dirty one. I don't even remember most of the lyrics from that song. All I remember is they see me rolling and try to catch me dirty or whatever it was. It has a bunch of other lyrics, but I don't remember a single thing. But that's a good sign of a good hook. Because the only thing I remember is the entire hook of that song. And literally nothing else. Like, the amount of budget the music industry has for finding, like, overly catchy hooks is probably, like, absurd. Like, there is a whole department in some studios that's, like, it's their whole role. Like, literally their life's work. Just to make the most catchiest hooks in existence. Like, that's actually a career path. There are people out there that, like, almost just do that. Like, they still compose music and everything else. But, like, one of their main jobs is, like, literally just making the catchiest hooks in existence. All Xbox achievements are missing at the moment? That's unfortunate. They'll fix that eventually. I will take that one over. Oh, what was Defiant's question? You don't recall unlocking any achievements for the patch? Oh yeah, it's a console issue. They'll fix that at some point eventually soon, TM. They got a lot of issues to fix with the patch. And honestly, I have no clue when they're fixing what. But hopefully soon. I'll give them about a week. We'll probably have most of it sorted. That's while I'm waiting on the campaign thingy. Or not the campaign, whatever you call them, trials. This could be too much of a headache if they don't retroactively fix the offer. Because then we're going to have to wait like a whole, like, probably extra week on top of however long we're already going to have to wait. So might as well just wait a few days rather than having to wait like 2-3 weeks. But yeah, if they don't have it fixed by Saturday, we'll just do it then. Because luckily, we don't have any weekend event this week. And by that, I mean we have Arena. So we don't have any Gems of War event this weekend. So, yeah, we can just grind whatever we want. And one of those things is going to be the trials. Speaking media references is a language all on its own. Honestly, as I keep getting older, like, I'm not even that old yet. I'm not even in my 30s. And I still don't understand the lingo that kids are using now. Like, I'm not even that far removed. I'm only like a decade removed from, like, being a kid, technically. If you count 17, 18 as being a kid. And I'm already out of the loop of what on earth the whole thing with kids these days are. With all of their, things. Like, I thought it would take until my 40s, 50s, 60s until I'm out of touch. It took, like, less than 10 years. I'm not on any social media, so I'm, like, doubly removed. True. Oh, no, I wouldn't dare touch Twitter. It's almost, politics season. With the battle of Trump and Biden and the billion other people that aren't those two people are going to be running. As well as everyone else up for re-election, of which I can't even name a single person. Let's see. We'll take that one over. Get our splooge. Though I hope Lindsey Graham is up for re-election. I don't think he is, though, this season of politics. Which is kind of funny, because I think one of my other senators is actually planning on running for president. And he has, like, a negative chance of winning. I can't remember what his name is off the top of my head. But I think he would be one of the only black people on the Republican side running, if so. I cannot remember his name. Gosh, I used to know it. But he's the other senator from my state. And he literally has a negative chance of winning. He's probably just doing it to advertise a book or something. Or some other thing. Because it is literally a negative chance of winning. Okay, we'll take that one over. I still don't know which one of these is better, so I'm gonna go with skull instead of boat. I'm pretty sure boat is better, though. Generally, different icon is better than same icon. So I just clicked the one that's probably worth less points. But oh well. Alright, now we have 2 boats. They're multiplying. Soon we'll have an entire fleet. Also, it's so many... It's so weird how many things have a different term for when it's plural. There are so many animals and objects that have a different name for when you have multiple of them together. Because generally, multiple boats out on sea, like multiple boats at a pier, is generally, you know, just called boats. But if they're out on the ocean, it's normally referred to as a fleet. Especially if it's referring to anything like military related or anything similar. But if it's just fishing boats, sometimes it's referred to as a fleet of boats. Or, you know, we refer to it more as a fleet than as a, as the plural of boats. As in multiple boats out at sea. Obviously, a lot of animals have that too. Where they have a different term. Instead of just doing the plural of their word, it's like some other completely different term. Like a flock's a crow being a murder. Instead of just saying crows. I guess you could say a murder of crows. But it's slightly redundant because you're doing like a double plural. Almost like saying ATM machine. Because the M stands for machine, but you're also saying machine twice. But everyone says ATM machine. It's like one of those situations. Because ATM machine is literally something machine. Because I actually forget what AT stands for. And a murder of crows is kind of similar. Because you're referring to the murder as the plural, but also the crows as the plural. So you're referring to it as a double plural. Anyways. What am I doing here? So we did that, we did that. We did that. Well, all the relevant ones. I think the only other one was what, Souls? Oh yeah, automatic teller machine, that's the one. Or you mean automatic teller machine? As most people call it. Anyways. Let's see. Actually, Pokemon did that in the most recent thing. They had a TM machine, which means it's a technical machine. Let's see. What am I doing here? We did that, we did that. I think we've done all the things other than the extra tasks. Because all that we can do here is spend our currency, of which there's nothing to spend it on. Because the spring event's basically over. We did that. We got a perfect dungeon today. Might not look like it, because we took all of them after, but we did indeed get a perfect. Which I think brings us to like 150 Dragonite or so. Yep, 143. Hey, well, I guess we could do some Volkies then. Because I believe we've done all the things. We've ran out of every sigil. We don't have Guild War going on. That was last week. I feel like we still have like something to do because there were so many events last week. But no, that's everything. Cool. And of course, campaign took like 0 time. Not only did we already have it slightly started, but gosh, these are so easy now. Honestly, I kind of like this change. I kind of hate that it doesn't have as much diversity. But honestly, any change that ever makes an event take less time while still giving the same or extra amount of loot is good in my eyes. And while it doesn't give any extra loot, unfortunately, it didn't rework anything like that. It does take less time, which is kind of cool. Though I wonder if they did that as an excuse to not buff the loot. Because maybe that was their reasoning. Instead of buffing the loot of what's in the campaigns, they instead made it easier to do the campaigns instead of actually buffing it directly. Which, I didn't even think about that till just now, but that might actually be what they did. That'd be weird, but that might actually been a justification of why they did it that way. Oh wait, why am I doing Zulgoth team? I don't know, do you want to do Zulgoth team? How do I even want to run this? You know what, let's just run Zulgoth, why not? I always like the cadence of a Zulgoth team. Even if it's not like perfectly optimal here. It's more fun to do at the moment. So we shall. It's fun to just see him obliterate everything in a single turn. Oh, there's one issue with this though. Don't they have Agile? Well, if I click one of them, it won't matter as much. Though 20% is like 100% chance that they'll evade. Why are pants referred to as a pair? I guess if you refer to them as 2 leggings. But it is kind of funny. Yeah, you do generally refer to a single pants as not only plural, but also because pants are called pants. It's not called pants. It's literally called pants, despite it being a singular object. Like, leggings make sense because, you know, you put on 2 individual leggings. And socks make sense because you put on 2 individual socks. But pants don't make sense because you're putting on, like, 2 leg slots, but it's 1 individual pants. It is a weird one. A lot of weird ones out there. You do have Agile, right? Yeah. Surprisingly, it's not triggered a single time. Which is surprising. That means he's planning on queuing up 100 of them soon. How about a pair of pairs? I don't think that's a thing, is it? Pair of pairs. That sounds more like a tongue twister than anything. I've never heard a singular pair ever called a pair of pairs. Though don't pears grow in pairs? I don't think I've ever seen a pear tree. Because I've had a couple different trees in my life, like a cherry tree, and an apple tree, and a raspberry tree. But I've never had... Oh, even a grape tree. More like a grapevine, but still like tree-like. What was I going on about? I'm literally just mentioning fruits. I was trying to make a point at some point here. But yeah, I've never seen a pair of pears. Do they grow in pairs? I assume so. Because I know on an apple tree, they generally grow a little bit further apart. Kind of like how tomatoes do, almost in a sense. Like, you generally don't see a pair of tomatoes. Like, you know, sometimes they'll be next to each other, obviously. But generally, they don't grow, like, directly in pairs. But some fruits do. Like, cherries are a bit more notorious for that. Obviously, bananas, even more so. He wanted Treeway. The pun. Has he triggered Agile a single time? What's going on? I've never seen us have a 100% hit rate on something with Agile. I guess this makes up for all the 100% dodge rates we've had in the past. Because we don't have stun. Nowhere's on this team do we have stun. Because I'm using Slayer right now. Oh! Oh, that's why. Enrage bypasses Agile. Oh, I found why we're not missing. Aha. I was gonna say, there's no way we're getting that lucky. But yeah, I found the reason. I forgot. We have infinite Enrage. That makes sense. And Enrage bypasses Agile. It triggers before the Agile check. So you bypass the traits every time you do Enrage Skull hit on something with a Skull Dodge. I was gonna say, because we seem like we're getting way too lucky on those, but that's why. Enrage is bypassing it every time. So it's like they don't even have Agile. That makes sense. Can we get like one good orb tonight? I'm planning on doing too many, but I want to get at least one orb that isn't horrible. Oh, we didn't hand out the second code yet either. We will hand out a second code when we get the first orb that isn't completely horrifically bad. And by that I mean one of the few good new ones. Like the Orb of Glory and Ingot. I mean not Ingot, I mean an Orb of Glory, a minion, or a forging. In any rarity. Go hand out the next code. As well as the final code to stream, obviously. Well, come on, let's get one of those. There's a 10% chance? Let's do a breakdown on that. 5%, 8... Yeah, I believe there's a 10% chance that we get one of the good new orbs per orb we get. Oh, also, we can see if we can get the new Terra card. Supposedly added 2 new Terra cards, so apparently it's only 1. Because one of those 2 that they mentioned they added today, we already have 9 copies of. The Ace of Wands. For whatever reason, they said they added it today. But that's not true, because we have a billion of them. So it would have to have already been in drop table. Ooh, blue's technically not bad, but it's not what we're looking for. Blue and purple's still good. It's not the good thing we're looking for. Oh, at least he's frozen. Fortunate, took the value from us. Anyways, Zugoff and he's dead. Come on, stop giving me Cedric, show me the orbs! Come on, one good orb. According to some, the phrase pair of pants harkens back. Also, them running away, by the way, does nothing. You actually still get the loot. Harkens back to when what constituted pants, or pantaloons, as they were originally known, consisted of 2 separate items, one on each leg. Oh, that makes sense. Oh yeah, isn't what those straps were for? Like those, almost like those farming straps. Because you needed them to hold together your 2 pant pieces. So you mean this entire time we've never updated the word pants, and that's why they're still called pants? Even though now they're a singular object instead of 2. How technology has advanced. Oh, okay, let's go into the next one. Let's see. Now we have factory lines that can mass produce them for pennies on the dollar, and then be sold for 100 times the markup price. Yeah, clothing is one of the biggest ripoffs in existence. Like, a lot of things have major markups, but due to third world country labor, I think the average markup on a piece of clothing is anywhere from 20 times to 300 times markup of the actual cost of producing the full process of the object. Not counting for, you know, the store cuts and everything. But if you're just counting, like, the cost of producing the object and getting it to a American location from whatever third world country it currently is being produced in, it is literally pennies on the dollar. Hey, redeem code time. Let's see. Here you guys go. Hey, we got a pet orb. Not bad. Let's see. There's also one of the reasons I have always such basic shirts. Like, the average shirt I have paid for, I think costed like $3 or $5. I'm pretty sure these days a little bit more because I haven't went shirt shopping in the last couple years. And gosh, has inflation hit the last couple years. I feel like inflation has hit way more the last few years than like at any point prior. Also, why is my computer being so slow? I already pasted the code and it's not going. Let me do it again. You might see 2 codes. One comment. We're about to find out. Come on, computer. There you go. I'm not sure if it's going to double paste. Okay, good. I don't need single pasted. There you guys go. Enjoy. Anyways, what am I doing? Putting this in the minion. Hey, we got 40 minions now. Our minions. Alright, there we go. Perfect. There you guys go. Oh, I did not do that correctly. There we go. Yep, no problem, everyone. Enjoy. How's that little Bill? Welcome, welcome. I mean, Bull, I mean. I'm so used to saying Bill. What's hello, Jonian? Welcome, welcome. Ooh, major orb? Oh, major disappointment. What am I supposed to do with a major blue in current state of game? It feels weird that major blue is now considered almost bad. Like, it's not bad, but compared to the rest of their drop table, it's not good. We just have so many that we just don't really have a use for them in the current state of the game, since it doesn't have enough sinks for them. Because the main sink it always had was convert them into power orbs. But power orbs currently have no purpose relative to how many exist within the game. And you would never use them to upgrade our troop, obviously it's a complete waste of currency. But now we're kind of in a weird situation where both of them are kind of useless because of that. Because power orbs are useless, that makes major blues useless, at least super late in the game anyways. Obviously as you're progressing through the game they're really useful. Hey, 29 gem keys, not bad. Speaking about useful things. Hey, craft a power orb? No. There's no point to, unless you're still getting Zulgoff or Enrage Karandara. There's literally no point beyond that to ever craft a power orb, at least in current state of game. Ideally, that will change in the future, because I will sink multiple resources if they ever make power orbs good again. Which is the main reason why they need to make power orbs good again. Hey, we found a... Wow, that's actually kind of rare. A Vulcan or Vulky when it's not a Volt event. Though I've seen it quite a bit of times these days, but always good to see again. What's even rarer is seeing an Epic Vulky there. Because only 10% of the time that happens is the Epic Vulky. Which in the last couple of months, we've actually seen that almost a dozen times because of how many Vulkies we've ran. But it's more so from the sheer number we've ran. More so than anything. Because, gosh, in the last 4 months, we have ran like 6,000 Vulkies. Or something absurd. Like, it's been over 1,000 a month on average. Oh, excuse me. I'm not sure why I got so sick when I went out today. Doesn't happen when I normally go food shopping or anything. I don't think it was anything I ate. It's not like I went for seafood or anything. Though I did try a bite of my mom's thing because she wanted me to try it. And she did have something fish related. I highly doubt that would have done it though. Because I don't know the last time I had fish like a week ago. I actually stopped eating fish for a little while. Because I'm not sure why. It's kind of been like disagreeing with my stomach lately. Maybe because I've been eating so much fish lately? I'm not sure what's up with that. I think I've been eating so much fish that I'm becoming like intolerant to fish. All of a sudden. Why did I do that? I should have went for Explode. I'm going to stay away from it for a little while. Or at least in more moderation than I would in the past. Because the other week I got like really sick from having some, I think it was flounder. I ended up cooking up. Like I didn't get like sick, but you know, like slightly ill. A state worse than default. But not like super sick. But it was definitely because of the fish. Because I don't think a single other thing would have really caused it. Could always just be the quality of the fish. Because there is an issue with fish, and it's hard to tell, like, when you're going out to market. unless you go to like a specialty place for fish, which are a few near me, because we are right on the water. But if you're just going into like a standard general store, there's a lot of fish farms. And generally, these have way less quality fish compared to if you just get them out in the ocean. Obviously, with the ocean, there's the concern of overfishing. But there's also an inverse issue, where if you keep doing farmed fish, the amount of bacteria and everything that gets built up there is a lot different than where they would be in their natural habitat. So the actual quality of the fish, like bacteria-wise and everything else, can actually be a lot worse than like if you just get them out in the ocean. Like, they do things to try to do precautions against it, but it's still generally worse than getting them out at sea compared to farming them. Also, when they're farming them, they're generally trying to force reproduction a lot quicker compared to at sea, where it's done a lot more naturally. Because obviously they want as much fish as possible, so that process is kind of sped up compared to how it naturally happens. Because they profit more from having more fish. Let's do. I think this will be our last key for now. Gems of War, National Geographic. I know a lot of random animal facts. When I was a kid, I actually wanted to be a veterinarian. Like, as far as like every kid has like that one outlandish thing that's like never going to happen that they want to do when they grow up. Mine was being a veterinarian. I'm not sure what it was, but I really wanted to be one for some reason. So I have a very weird knowledge of random facts about animals. That I slowly share over time. Some of I forget from not being refreshed on it for so long. Yes, but anyways, we're gonna end it here for now. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, also, hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, how did your thing go? Did you finish all the challenges? I think Tyrion was mentioning you were on the last challenge like 15 minutes ago, so I assume by now you have finished it. But I'm holding off because the offer was still broken for you, right, when you did them? Because I heard the offer's still broken, and I'm just kind of waiting until they fix it before I do them. So they're probably doing that this Saturday, because they're probably fixing it on Friday, I would hope, or sooner. So I'm holding off just a little while on them. But once we do, we'll be able to buy them all for 1,000 gems, which is the plan. And we'll get that precious Khetar bonus. But anyways, guys, for now, I am going to be calling it for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. You guys know the drill. We'll be doing the faction event. We'll be messing around with, hopefully it'll fix the trial soon. Maybe, who knows, maybe we'll do it by tomorrow night. Aside from that, you know, just open some Volkies. We got 1,000 last time, and we still have 825 left, so we still got a ton to go open. And we haven't been opening that many, so definitely need to get on that. Obviously, don't plan to open all of them at once, but, you know, you need to keep chipping it down. And, yeah, let's go from there. And just continue with everything. Hope you all have a wonderful one for the rest of your week. And I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciated. And best of luck with everything. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.